So yes, getting back to the strength card here. Great card for mirroring that Ten of Swords. Um, really beautiful card. All about choosing not to let a relationship define you or anything else, and choosing and knowing strength and embracing that it's within you. If you find your relationship coming to an end, or if you find yourself in a place where you might be on your own, even if you're, still in the partnership, of course you can feel like that. Draw on your spirit and your sense of self, and realize that you can be enough for you without anybody else. Um, this whole feeling of infinity doesn't have to come with being in a relationship or being in a partnership. You can have that within yourself. You can find completion within yourself. And it's all about remembering that, and remembering not to be too despairing about it. So yeah, this is a very important card to keep with you and keep close to your heart right now, for those of you going through this right now. So yes, energy the masculine brings in again is the Ace of Swords in reverse, as you can see there. Again, it's another ace, and it's another reversal, and it's an ace that's facing away. It's a card that's facing away from the feminine. So maybe this represents that he still hasn't reached the clarity he's seeking. Again, taking his energies away from the feminine in that way. I really do think the masculine has gotten himself into some trouble lately in regard to his own personal affairs. I really do. He doesn't know where he is, or where he's going, or what he wants. He's that figure in the Eight of Cups here, who's just kind of walking off into the... Sorry, that's the Knight of Wands. I meant to say the Ace of Cups. He's this guy right now. He's just walking off into the wilderness without a compass, not sure where he's going, and, I think he's kind of ensnared in a web of his own creation where he doesn't see a way out, and the only thing perhaps he can see is to leave the relationship, or leave the situation, or just take his focus elsewhere for the time being, because there's simply too many things going on in his life right now that need to be attended to. And I do remember that message coming up in the monthly reading before again, as well as the strength card. So again, something to take from the beginning of the month to just remember and carry through to the middle of the month. Yeah, the feminine meets that energy with another massive major arcana card. Let's just pull that out here. The Tower in reversal. Another reversal again. The Tower, massive, massive, huge shifting energy. Destructive energy, but also positive destruction. It's a necessary destruction. It's a necessary end to a situation to make way for something better again. It's another scary card from the outset. It kind of signifies that you need to go through this difficult time in order to learn an important lesson. The message here, is do not resist it. Do not resist this change. Otherwise, it's going to be so much more difficult for you. You can't fight it. It's happening. It's already happened. The world's already seen a massive change. It's happening. There's no escaping it. You just got to live it. You got to live through it, and you got to do the best you can with it. That's the message. Even if it is shocking and hard to deal with, it's a very important part of your life journey. The High Priestess has come up a lot in Agatha's readings lately. Agatha is a YouTube user. Her channel is Psychic Consultants, whose spread I use here. And the High Priestess does symbolize intuition, and namely feminine intuition. It's about knowing what's to come and kind of preparing for it the best way you can. And if you know, you can grow. You know what I mean? Like, if you know, you can grow. Perhaps instead of putting so much focus into keeping this person with you, it's better for you to also take a leaf out of the masculine's book and ensure that you are planning in advance, that you have your other life aspects sorted out and tailored to you. Because if this other person isn't going to even meet you halfway, you have to do this yourself. And you have to be okay with doing it yourself. And you have to, embrace your own responsibilities for yourself. You have to understand that at the end of the day, all you have is yourself. And I don't mean that in a negative way by any means. It's a very powerful and uplifting thing, actually, when you can really get to grips with it and you can be okay with it. When we can be okay with being by ourselves, it really does allow the floodgates to open to really properly embrace somebody into your life, if that makes sense to you. So yeah, it's not to say that the masculine isn't going to come back and for you to greet them when they do with love and open arms, as such as indicated in the Sun card here. But for now, you really must treat this emotional or physical separation as an important personal transformation for both you and this person. So I have a bit of a funny story with the outcome card here, in the sense that there's two outcome cards. With this one, I kind of, when I'm doing the spread, I just kind of shuffle them and I look at the bottom of the deck, and that's my whole overall theme for the reading. And then usually when the outcome card comes, I kind of fan through my cards and pick one that really speaks to me. I pick one at random, upside down at random. And this time I kind of, without thinking, just continued to pull off the top, and usually I would pick one at random. So for the purpose of the correct way of doing the reading, how I would usually do it, I did take the liberty of doing just that, and rifling through at random and then just picking one randomly and seeing what it was, just for the purpose of my peace of mind and wanting to do the reading as accurately as I would normally do it. But I chose to leave both cards in, and there's a reason for that, which I'm going to go into right now. We have the Three of Pentacles, and then we have the Seven of Wands in reversal. And it's really funny because Agatha does Vimeo readings, and she did a weekly Vimeo reading this week, and this ended up being the outcome card. It wasn't a reversal, but Agatha doesn't really read reversals, so it's the same card though, which I found pretty astonishing. It just goes to show that we're receiving the same messages right now, and it's all relative, it's all universal, the language of love. So yeah, it's pretty exciting stuff. But yeah, how enlightening. So starting off with this Three of Pentacles energy here, this is a message about building together. And this is why I left this card in here instead of just replacing it with that Seven of Wands there. It's teamwork and collaboration and learning. Just showing that you can still be part of a team with your twin flame, even if you're not together on a physical level, or even on an emotional level. It's okay if we're totally different, if we have different perceptions. It's the beauty of division, It's great. But yeah, it's about lending your support to the person you love so that they can feel free to build their foundation, not kind of putting them down for it, making them feel bad about it. So yeah, it's about building a stronger foundation for you both when you do end up coming back together, if that's what you both want, if that's what's in the cards for you. It's also about accomplishing your own goals individually before perhaps entering into #relationship goals. There's no us or them or any sense of superiority. Rather, each person has something unique to offer and is willing to learn from others involved in the project. The project being the relationship. So yeah, it's about effective listening and sharing, and just remembering that in regards to things, however negative they might seem, however negative they might seem, to just remember that you have yourselves and ultimately you have each other. And it's all a process. It's all a well-structured process. Sometimes, you gotta knock down a few things before you can build on it, if you know what I'm saying. So moving to the Seven of Wands here. Agatha made a point in saying at the beginning of the week that this represented fighting for love and fighting for what you believe in. Fighting for what it is you love and what's important to you. And even if you are divided currently by that in regards to what one person feels is important to them, with the support you lend them, they'll carry that love with them and they'll be stronger and able to open their heart better. And so will you. It's about breaking free from these mental challenges to better allow love to enter your life. And that's really the kind of message that I have for you guys this week. That's really what it's all about. And maybe, challenging times ahead, possibly, but the thing with love and the thing with emotions and just the way the universe kind of works, I guess, is that it's ever changing, ever shifting, ever evolving. What is today, may not be tomorrow, and so on and so forth. And I really think that it's all very positive, you know, even if it seems negative, it's all very positive, and you just have to remember to be strong. So I do wish you all the best of luck for the rest of the month ahead, and I may do another reading at some point in the month. I may just pull a card, you know, just to see what's kind of going on as the month progresses. But yes, if anybody wants a personal reading, I do personal readings, and my email is darkbluedivination@gmail.com. I will put that in the link for you below. 2-part video this week, not a 4-part video, thank God. So sorry about that again, but yes, please do get in touch if you want a personal reading with me, and you can also message me on YouTube, of course, and yes, please like and subscribe, and I will be seeing you all very soon. Lots of love, and I'll talk to you later.